Spirit Tribe. Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of May for Aries. So wherever you happen to have Aries in your birth chart, or if you're just wanting to check in on an Aries, hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're able to join me here today. My goodness, the month of May. Wow. So the second full month of spring, if you're in the same hemisphere as I am. So, you know, please keep in mind that there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. You know, it may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. So if you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that affects my memory. You know, I can struggle sometimes to find my words. I also have tremors, which can make shuffling a little challenging. You know, I struggle with my grip, especially when I get that zapped feeling in my hands. I tend to drop things, so, you know, just bear with me, you guys. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I have to pull the cards a little closer so I can see them properly. So like I said, just bear with me, you guys. You know, the messages get out the way that they are meant to. So Aries, you are getting a bonus in your May monthly reading. Thank you so much for running them numbers up on last month's reading. If you want a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading, make sure you're running them numbers up on this reading. So all right, everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, especially if you would like to book a reading with me. I would love to connect with you guys. So all right, let's see. First of all, before I do tarot, we are going to get a tree message from the spirit board here. I almost forgot, you guys. My brain is like, oh, let's be forgetting today. So okay, a tree for Aries. What do we have? Okay, you're getting the elm tree here. Let me look in the book here for just a moment. The elm tree is about shadows, you guys. So, you know, it could be the veil, you know, how we talk about the veil being thin at certain times. You know, maybe you're working on your shadow side, you know, the things that, you know, Spirit's been saying, you know, we need to work on these things. And it doesn't have to be anything super bad, you guys. You know, it's just whatever. You know, when I think of shadows, you think of secrets, you think of things done in the dark. You know, maybe you're sitting in the closet eating all the snacks. You know, that could be as dark as it gets for some of us, you know. So whatever it is that you're being called to work on here, you guys. So and you're going to be successful, you guys. Take it slow. Take it one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. You know, sometimes we try to do too much at, you know, all at once. You know, we're gung-ho. We're ready to go. So, slow down, you guys. It's okay to take it one second, one thing at a time. So, all right, let's get some tarot here. Now, you can look at this as being past, present, future. You can look at it as being all present, all future. You can also look at it as being the first of the month, the middle of the month, the end of the month, you know, however it resonates for you personally. You know, make sure you're paying attention when your spidey senses start tingling, because that is your intuition letting you know, hey, this is for us, or no, I don't think it quite is. And of course we get a flyer. This deck here really likes to talk. So you have the Hangman, a number 12, that can turn into a number 3. All right, let's see what else we have here. Well, Okay, so you have a lot of interesting dynamics here, so I'm gonna just put them all out. We'll go slow, we'll go one thing at a time. So the Hanged Man, you know, hanging around, maybe feeling a little stuck, stagnant, you know, that's a possibility. But, you know, while you're hanging up there, you might as well, you know, be willing to look at things from a different perspective, think outside the box. And, you know, you don't have to just stay there stuck, stagnant, hanging around. Maybe you're looking at things from a different angle, you know, to help you move forward. So you also have a 13 here, death. It can turn into a 4. Death is the energy of Scorpio. So you may have Scorpio somewhere in your birth chart, or be dealing with a Scorpio, someone with Scorpio in their birth chart. Literally, the possibilities are endless, right? I know people give death and the Tower such a bad rap. I actually love the death card. I mean, death's showing up here. You know, he's not just like, okay, you have to go to the other side all on your own. You know, cutting cords is something else. So, you know, cutting cords with an old way of life, an old way of thinking, an old way of doing things, you know, maybe old relationships that you have outgrown that no longer serve you. When one door opens, another door, when one door closes, rather, another door opens. And, you know, death has that sword in his hand. So not only to cut the cords, you know, old life, new life, you guys, you know, something has to end in order for something new to begin. And you have the Fool. So literally something ending so something new can begin here, you guys, literally. So, you know, you can't just stay stuck, stagnant, hanging around. 4 of Cups, sorrow over something that was either lost to you or didn't work out. Maybe you're hanging on to the doomy gloomies. You could be drowning your sorrows. Maybe that's part of the shadow side that you need to work on. Only you know for sure. So, you know, he's so focused on these 3 cups. You know, oh, the what ifs, and, you know, the maybes, and, you know, if I had just done this or done that, you know, you can get so caught up in that. And, you know, you can't even see that there's some goodness trying to come your way. You know, that cup that's behind that lady is carrying, you know, full of goodness, full of, you know, everything that you want, but you have to be willing to let go of the pity party here. All right, we also have the Queen of Swords coming in here. I love the Queen of Swords. I always feel my grandma's energy with the Queen of Swords. She was a very no-nonsense kind of lady. You know, your sword of truth there, cut through any lies, any BS, any deception. You know, it wouldn't do any good to try to lie to you if the Queen of Swords represents you. If it represents another person, it could be an older woman in your life, whether she's here or on the other side. Like for me, my grandma, like I said, you know, it wouldn't do no good to lie to her, because she's gonna know, you guys. She's very intuitive. You know, swords is air energy, and air represents the power of the mind. So, you know, making your mind up to let things go, and so, you know, you can get yourself unstuck, you can get moving. You know, the Fool, you know, ready to go on a new adventure here, you guys, but it requires letting go of, you know, past hurts. You know, no more blaming, shaming, judging. You know, let's go, we're ready. But, you know, make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings, because the Fool is not paying attention and very close to falling off the cliff there. And as you can see, there's a boat down here, you know, ships coming in, ships going out. You know, you got to get on one of them ships and see where it's going to take you. you. All right, we also have the Nine of Swords here. So, you know, something playing on repeat, some kind of nightmare that haunts you, you guys, you know, but really with that Four of Cups energy too, you know, combining the two forces here. So, you know, maybe there's something you did once and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But, you know, she's got all kind of books. So you could say she's journaling. She's trying to gain knowledge, wisdom. The sun is rising here, you guys. So, you know, the dawn of a new day. There is a cardinal. Sometimes cardinals are considered messengers. Other times, you know, it could be our loved ones that have passed on. They say when you see a cardinal, you know, your loved one is coming to visit you. So it's however you choose to see it. So, you know what? It's always darkest before the dawn, they say. But, you know, the sun is going to rise, you guys. You know, a brand new, fresh day where the possibilities are endless. It's a blank canvas. You can create whatever you want to create, but you have to be willing to let go and let flow and move forward. So don't let anything or anyone slow you down or get in your way. All right, let's see what's going on in the love department here for you, Aries. Let's see. Ooh, okay. That one said, I'm coming out. So, you know, this can include self-love. It can include friends, family, significant other, you know, as well as like career, you know, wherever you have love, you guys. So we do have the well, family wishes will come true. So, you know, these wishes that include your whole family. You have the weeping willow for family sorrow. So, you know, maybe someone did literally die. Maybe this is an anniversary month of that, or, you know, if it's been, I'm going to say 6 months, you know, still afresh, or, you know, maybe that mother figure is just on your mind. You know, Mother's Day is coming up this month, so if you're in the US like I am. We also have vase coming in here for secret admirer. Hey, hey, you know, someone thinks you're the bee's knees. Maybe they're going to send you some flowers. That would be nice. All right, let's see what's going on in finances and career here. You know, I always like to know what's going on with my money, honey. Come on, give me $1 million, please. That would be so awesome and amazing to just wake up and be like, oh, I got $1 million just because I'm breathing. Okay, we have the Vine. Seek out information that will help you. Like I said, the Nine of Swords, she's got all of those books. So, you know, she could be learning, you know, journaling even, you know, to know herself, know her feelings, you know, help her get past it. We have the mountain road. You are on the road to success. So, you know, just like the mountain goat can climb the mountains, so can you. We do have the pig coming in here. Beware of greed. So, you know, don't let greed run the show here, you guys. You know, tell the ego, take a hike, bro. All right, let's see what's going on in life. Life do be lifing a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, use some Vaseline, pump your brakes. And life is like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, okay, just because I can doesn't mean I want to. And maybe you're feeling the same way here. Let's see, one more. That one kind of caught my eye there. Oh, we got this ugly ass vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So you know what? As long as we're alive, you know, there are going to be people that are for us, people that are against us. There are going to be forces working for us and forces working against us. So, you know, don't feed this vulture here, you guys. You know, not even scraps, okay? Because you don't want that vulture to grow and gain momentum and strength, right? So focus on the good things here, you guys, you know, as much as you can. Because you do have the unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial change, you guys, you know, we want this Queen of Swords energy and the Fool energy more than the other energies at play here. I mean, the Hanged Man, you know, he can see things from all kind of vantage points and views. So, you know, and letting something in so something new can begin. You know, let go of the nightmares, let go of the things that are holding you back, because you are guaranteed some success here, you guys, this month of May. I am successful at whatever I put my hand, heart, and mind to, right? Let's go. All right, let's get some messages from Mama Moon here. The moon is all about changes in our lives. The moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases from new to full, and she is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message here from Mama Moon. What does she want you to know here, Aries? I'm feeling led. Well, it went back in. So we got a number 41, Queen of the Moon, sovereignty, coming in so far, and a number 14, waxing gibbous 5 for focus. I will, you know, pull these up a little more for you guys. Just give me one momento here. So this was the sovereignty, Queen of the Moon herself, and focus. So, you know, a little more focus on the things that you do want, you guys. So let's see, number 41, sovereignty. I'm going to read a little bit from the book here. It has a companion stone or metal, which for sovereignty is platinum. Oh, okay. And it has a little affirmation. I reign over my own realm. Ooh, I like that. I reign over my own realm. You know, letting you know you have sovereignty over your own life. So act with grace, act with confidence, you know, like a ruler, you guys. You know, you are the emperor in tarot. You know, so put on your crown, you guys. Yes, love that for you. All right, the waxing gibbous 5 focus. The companion stone or metal is carnelian, and you the what's it called? Affirmation is, I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. Ooh, okay. I have a laser-like focus that serves me well. So, you know, this is really encouraging you to focus on the task at hand, the step that you are on. Master it first before you try to move to the next step. So, you know, I think that we all need to do that a little bit more. Okay, let's get an animal tarot. Let's see who wants to be your spirit animal guide for this month of May for Aries. Let's see here. Lean in here. Ooh, the 8 of spring, the bee coming in. Bees, you know, they're hard workers, but they also work together for the greater good of the hive, you know, wanting to protect the queen here. So I'll show you. Looks like those flowers are marigolds. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. Oh my goodness, you know, that even when they're all good, when they come at you all at once, it can still feel overwhelming. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. Yes, you guys, you know, you can be many different things all at the same time. You can be happy and excited and still nervous, you know, so be grateful and thankful even if you do feel overwhelmed and stressed, you know, because these are golden opportunities. All right, let's get a meaning or language of flowers here for you, Aries. And you have belladonna, silence, listen more, and quiet be. You know, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, but also, you know, if you're working on strengthening your intuition, you know, and you want that, you know, you want the messages to come in clear and, you know, everything, you guys, you know, and it takes a lot of work, you know, you have to get silent, you know, and be willing to listen. So, all right, let's see what the fairies want you to know here for this month of May here for Aries. Month of May for Aries. Okay, that one there. Ooh, okay, turquoise. A turquoise crystal is color blue. Its healing magic works on you. Oh, okay, so, you know, maybe you want to wear turquoise or keep turquoise close by. It is a very grounding, you know, earth energy, healing as well. So, you know, you did have weeping willow for family sorrow, you know, sorrow and things definitely show up. I would say put an amethyst under your pillow if you're having nightmares. Amethyst really helps, or a clear quartz can be used in the place of any other crystal. It is a master crystal there, so you can program it, you know, to help heal and, you know, to help nightmares, you know, go away, not come back. All right, let's get your bonus here for you, Aries. This is the Answer is Simple Oracle. So let's see what we have here. Okay, a couple are coming out. Blow off some steam, you know, go to the gym, punch a bag, you know, do creative things, whatever it is that helps you blow off some steam. You know, maybe you just need to veg out and binge watch a show, or, you know, maybe it's going out for a jog. You know, it could be different things for different people. That is a number 60, and you also have a number 57. Call your spirit home. You know, if you feel like you're disconnected, you guys, your spirit could just be out there blowing in the wind like, hey, hey bro, you gonna call me home? Like, I don't like being out here. So, you know, like I said, and turquoise can really help you with getting grounded. Hematite's also a very good one for being grounded. I love hematite. It's really heavy. This is my hematite. It's shiny and it's heavy, you guys, so love it. All right, you guys, Aries, these are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button. You know, run them numbers up on this reading for a chance at a bonus in your next month's reading. If you haven't already and you find you keep coming back here, please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys. So, you know, make sure you're running them numbers on up here, you guys. Love it. All right. I hope that May just, you know, everything in your garden is blooming. Every seed that you planted, you know, it's showing you, hey, look at what your love, time, and attention, you know, created here, you guys. So May flowers, go on ahead and let it bloom, you guys. You are ready to bloom here, and I hope that your month of May is just so wonderful and beautiful and amazing, and that all your heart's desires come true. So, all right, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.